Hello, I was born into a top-tier elite family in North Korea and graduated from Kim Il-sung University, regarded as the best university in North Korea. While studying abroad in China, I defected and now live in the free country of South Korea as a woman in her 40s. Even during the severe economic hardships in North Korea, where people starved to death, I lived a completely different life. Unaware of the situations in rural areas, I never worried about food or clothing and lived without any sense of deprivation. My family had worked closely with Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il for generations. Our home was adorned with first-class photos taken with them and gifts displayed in the main room. This sense of pride allowed me to associate only with peers of the same class, remaining oblivious to the harsh realities of North Korean factories, farms, mines, or the country's widespread starvation. It was only natural for me to attend Kim Il-sung University and be granted the opportunity to study abroad. However, my defection resulted in my entire family being exiled. They became watched individuals under the surveillance of the Ministry of State Security, unable to interact with others. Since then, I have been unable to contact them, and now I do not even know if they are alive. This sense of betrayal toward my parents occupies a significant part of my heart and remains a lifelong source of pain. Despite knowing the suffering my parents and siblings would endure, I decided to defect because of my yearning for freedom, human rights, and justice, which I value above life itself. Kim Il-sung University is North Korea's top university, where academic and loyalty education are combined. It holds a status similar to Seoul National University in South Korea, and its graduates comprise about 70% of North Korea's high-ranking officials, making it a crucial institution for elite training. With about 17,000 students and 2,500 to 3,500 faculty members, it is known as the largest university in North Korea. At Kim Il-sung University, loyalty to the North Korean regime and submission to the Kim family are strictly required. Graduating with a degree from this institution places one at the forefront of North Korea's ruling elite. Perception changes among students studying abroad. The gap between the education received in North Korea and the perspectives encountered in the outside world is often the beginning of a sense of betrayal for North Korean students. Confronted with the global perception of North Korea as a poor and dictatorial nation, their sense of pride begins to crumble. Initially, students cling to their indoctrination about North Korea's superiority and dismiss external perspectives as propaganda. However, repeated experiences eventually shake this belief. The timing of this awakening varies for each individual, but it is something that all overseas students inevitably face. Since Kim Jong-un came to power, students have gained access to more information, which has deepened their doubts about the regime. Reasons for defection among North Korean students under Kim Jong-un's leadership: laws and systems to control the younger generation have been strengthened. The law on the elimination of reactionary thought and culture, enacted in 2020, strictly suppresses South Korean dramas and K-pop. Young people caught consuming South Korean media face up to 15 years in prison, and in extreme cases, those distributing such content may be executed. This law goes beyond punishment and extends to life-threatening oppression. The defection of North Korean students to South Korea poses a significant threat to the regime. In response, the government uses severe punishment as a warning to others and to maintain social control. The role of markets and discontent with the regime. Markets in North Korea have provided a way for people to survive independently of the government's food distribution system. This has allowed individuals to experience the reality that market forces often outweigh governmental control. However, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the reduction of market activities led to a resurgence of food shortages, comparable to the arduous March period. As a result, North Koreans have grown increasingly dissatisfied with the government's control. This discontent is especially pronounced among the younger generation, who are frustrated with the regime's continuous oppression. Predictions for North Korea's regime change: North Korea is expected to reach a tipping point within the next decade, particularly by the 2030s, when the younger generation becomes a significant economic force. Systemic changes may occur. The transfer of power to Kim Jong-un's daughter, Kim Joo-ae, is predicted to be a period of chaos and instability. If Kim Joo-ae becomes the supreme leader, Kim Yo-jong's influence may grow even stronger, potentially exacerbating internal conflicts. It is anticipated that North Korea's regime change will coincide with a generational shift from Kim Jong-un to a successor. The Kim family's three-generation hereditary rule has turned the country and its people into their personal property. Ensuring that this does not extend to a fourth generation is imperative.